I thought I'd take advantage of your presence here.
Sure.
Please have a seat, Miss.
Does it matter? Now, let me ask you a few things about getting your blood pressure taken.
You're going to perseverate on this thing. First of all, put your arm in there.
Yeah, okay.
While we're measuring your blood pressure,
Yeah.
you can answer all your questions.
Okay.
I love having her in the doctor's office. It's a special pleasure.
It's a rare view you're seeing here.
I like this.
Now, how much does it matter if you have had a lot of cups of coffee or you've just had a meal? Does that affect your blood pressure at all?
It does. The coffee and what you ate makes a difference. You should theoretically have a little bit of empty stomach, but more importantly, you have to have an empty bladder. Have you urinated recently?
Why, yes, I have, Dr. Oz.
So empty bladder, both your feet on the ground.
Oh, sorry, both
okay?
my feet on the ground. I screwed it up.
Arm resting a little bit gently, and then theoretically you close your eyes for a few minutes.
Rethinking ideal blood pressure, a critical examination. What truly is an ideal blood pressure? It's a question that demands more than just a cursory glance, wouldn't you agree? We've all heard the numbers tossed around, 120/80, the so-called gold standard. This number often comes up in conversations about health and wellness, almost like a universal truth. But let's delve deeper. Industry standards classify blood pressure into several categories. Normal blood pressure is generally defined as a systolic reading less than 120 mm Hg and a diastolic reading less than 80 mm Hg. Elevated blood pressure ranges from 120 to 129 mm Hg systolic and less than 80 mm Hg diastolic. Hypertension stage 1 is classified as systolic between 130 and 139 mm Hg or diastolic between 80 and 89 mm Hg. Hypertension stage 2 is marked by a systolic reading of 140 mm Hg or higher or a diastolic reading of 90 mm Hg or higher. According to the American Heart Association, nearly half of all adults in the United States have high blood pressure, hypertension, but many are unaware of it. Specifically, about 47% of U.S. adults have hypertension, which is defined as systolic BP of 130 mm Hg or diastolic BP of 80 mm Hg, or are taking medication for hypertension. The 120 in the equation refers to the systolic blood pressure. This is the peak pressure when the heart contracts, sending a surge of blood into the arteries. The 80 denotes the diastolic blood pressure, the lowest pressure as the heart relaxes between beats. These numbers have become benchmarks, guiding millions in their health assessments. Yet, the more we examine this, the more absurd it seems to apply a single standard to everyone. Think about it. Humans are incredibly diverse in shape, size, and age. How can one set of numbers be ideal for a young athlete, an elderly person, and everyone in between? This one-size-fits-all approach disregards individual variability, making the pursuit of a universal ideal blood pressure not only simplistic but unrealistic. So let's not waste any more of your precious time. Join us as we explore the complexities of blood pressure and why a personalized approach might be the key to better health. Questioning the medical establishment. Every year, medical guidelines grow increasingly aggressive, sparking a wave of questions and concerns. Are these recommendations genuinely rooted in the best interests of public health, or are they influenced by the financial motivations of the pharmaceutical industry? It's a controversial yet critical issue worth exploring. Take the stringent blood pressure control guidelines, for instance.
Drink coffee with caffeine before you come to see me. Both feet flat on the floor. I position their arm where the cuff is to the level of their heart. If you have to go to the bathroom, please go so that you have an empty bladder when you come. And basically just sit and relax. Take a couple deep breaths and relax.
While maintaining healthy blood pressure is undoubtedly important, the insistence on rigid control, especially in older populations, raises red flags. Many elderly patients are subjected to rigorous blood pressure management regimes, and the outcomes are not always as positive as intended. Instead of improved health, these patients often face adverse effects such as dizziness, weakness, and a heightened risk of falls. Is this aggressive approach truly about enhancing the quality of life for older adults, or is it a calculated strategy to boost pharmaceutical sales? Could it be that the very guidelines meant to protect our health are in fact causing harm? By pushing for universal, stringent blood pressure targets, are we overlooking the nuances of individual health needs and risking the well-being of those most vulnerable? As we navigate this complex issue, it's crucial to question the underlying motivations and consider whether a more individualized approach to healthcare might be the key to truly beneficial outcomes. The inadequacy of clinical measurements. One significant issue is that many people only get their blood pressure measured in a doctor's office. This setting can induce anxiety, often resulting in higher readings than those taken in a more relaxed environment at home. Therefore, relying solely on clinic measurements can be misleading. We are not suggesting that we let blood pressure reach dangerously high levels, but there is a gray area where overzealous treatment might do more harm than good. The science of aging and blood pressure. From a scientific standpoint, it is natural for blood pressure to increase with age, especially over 65. This rise is due to several physiological changes, including loss of elasticity in the blood vessels, hormonal shifts, and changes in kidney function. These are natural adaptations to aging. Given this, should we be so aggressive in lowering blood pressure for the elderly? The role of insulin resistance. For individuals under the age of 50, a significant portion of high blood pressure cases is intricately linked to insulin resistance. Insulin resistance is a metabolic disorder commonly arising from poor dietary habits and sedentary lifestyles. This condition is characterized by the body's diminished ability to respond to insulin, a hormone essential for regulating blood sugar levels. Insulin resistance sets off a chain reaction of physiological changes that contribute to high blood pressure. One key mechanism is impaired vasodilation, where blood vessels lose their ability to relax and widen, leading to increased vascular resistance and elevated blood pressure. Additionally, insulin resistance promotes increased renal sodium retention, causing the body to retain more salt and water, further contributing to high blood pressure. Addressing insulin resistance through lifestyle modifications, such as adopting a balanced diet rich in whole foods, engaging in regular physical activity, and maintaining a healthy weight, can have a profound impact on managing high blood pressure. These changes can improve insulin sensitivity, enhance vascular function, and reduce the burden on the kidneys, ultimately leading to a significant reduction in the need for blood pressure medications. By targeting the root cause of high blood pressure, individuals can achieve better overall health and reduce their risk of associated complications. Practical advice for managing blood pressure. For individuals diagnosed with high blood pressure and contemplating the use of medications, we strongly advise focusing on managing insulin resistance. Addressing insulin resistance is crucial because it often underlies high blood pressure, particularly in those under the age of 50. By targeting this root cause, you can achieve significant improvements in blood pressure control, potentially reducing the need for medications. Monitoring blood pressure at home. Using a home blood pressure monitor is an effective way to keep track of your blood pressure in a relaxed and familiar setting. Here are some tips to ensure accurate readings. Consistent timing. Measure your blood pressure at the same time each day, preferably in the morning and evening. Proper positioning. Sit comfortably with your back supported, feet flat on the floor, and arm at heart level. Ensure the cuff is properly placed on your upper arm. Relaxation. Avoid consuming caffeine, smoking, or exercising 30 minutes before taking a measurement. Take a few minutes to relax and breathe calmly before starting. Collaborating with your doctor. Take your home blood pressure readings to your doctor to provide a more comprehensive picture of your blood pressure patterns. Discuss these readings during your appointments to determine if any adjustments to your medication regimen are necessary. Your doctor can use this information to tailor your treatment plan, ensuring optimal blood pressure control while minimizing the need for medications. By focusing on lifestyle changes and proactive monitoring, you can take control of your high blood pressure and work toward better overall health. Empowering yourself. In summary, effectively managing insulin resistance, regularly monitoring your blood pressure at home, and maintaining open communication with your doctor can significantly reduce or even eliminate the need for medications. Taking control of your health through thoughtful lifestyle changes is a proactive approach that can lead to better long-term outcomes, including improved cardiovascular health and overall well-being. We encourage you to share your thoughts and experiences with blood pressure control in the comments below. Engaging in this conversation can provide valuable insights and support for others facing similar challenges. It's important to be aware that significant segments of the medical establishment are driven by profit. Taking charge of your health is crucial to ensuring you receive the best care tailored to your needs. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel by clicking the bell icon for more content like this. Your engagement helps us continue to provide valuable information and support to our community.